Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourself. Hopefully having a great start to the weekend as well. We're back on Gunner's account today. So yesterday I dropped a guide on YouTube on how to build arena teams for classic arena, build go second, and build go first using tools as well to help me in my journey in raids. And this is a tools that can be used by anyone inside Raidshadowlegends, from free to play, early game to crackers in game, right? So today we're going to do some live arena on Gunner's account. Again, if you want to see and how all the champions etc are built etc, they'll be down in the description. I will show them at the end of this. But if you want a bit more detail on how I build them and how I gear them etc, the video will be down in the description, so you can go check that out already. That's down as how to build teams in 2025, right? So let's go ahead and jump in today's session. He's doing reasonable. He's a complete free to play. You can see he's in silver 4 and gold 5 live arena, and he's around about 72 points right now in live arena. So we're gonna see if we can have some impacts. He has got about 55% win rate for 20 battles. That's not bad for a complete free to play. He's about a late game player, so there's some bits and bobs going on. So we're going to try showcase go first today and try and showcase go second as well. And then let's take it from there basically, right? Right, so here we go. We're going to crack on and see what we can do here. So we're going to face this gentleman and we'll talk us on what's going through here, right? So you guys can know what's going on. So he takes Arbiter. Arbiter is a second fastest champion. So in this one, we're going to try and go second. So I'm going to take my Nukas first. Reason is because these Nukas are free to play. They were very common to pick as first pick. So we're going to make sure we take our two best Nukas if we can. And then we'll change up our strategies, decide if we're going to go first or go second, depending on what he takes as well, right? And that's going to be our way of trying to win this fight. So you see here we've got a speed lead, which could be very important to take. And obviously we take Embrace. Everyone can access Embrace, and someone is a promo code. So he's also taken a Lysandra as well, and he has pulled out a mythical. I'm actually going to drop in Duchess, and we're going to drop in Fabian. So Fabian's going to be a crowd control champion for us. And then we're going to drop in a Reviver and a go second champion. And then see what's what as well. And see what we're throwing last. So last pick could be someone like Freya, for example, really tricky passive for AoE damage. Or we can drop in someone like UDK, who is going to be great against single target damage dealers and single target CC champions. For example, CF's A1. Stop here having a range of sleeping our champions, right? So that's what we were generally going to try and achieve in today's video. So you can see here is going to bring in this dude, and he's going to bring in a nuker as well. So we're going to bring in UDK, and then we're going to ban Quintus, because Quintus can actually strip buffs off as well. So you can strip off the stone skin, so you can do that. He is available for everyone as well. Once you get to a certain amount of points in the arena, he's going to ban off Fabian, and we're going to put our someone in the lead, right? So we can get some additional speed and play it with our strategies. So let's see if we can beat this team and see what we can do. And now it's a very strong team. Obviously, going first always has the upper hand, which is quite nice to have. But I do feel quite good in this fight that we potentially could take it down. There's also RNG to take into factor that can go in his favor or in my favor as well. So that can change a fight, especially like relics, etc., which you can't really see. You can see when it happens with him though. So he will start off first. He'll go with Arbiter and see as what's what. See what he does. Obviously, he's going to increase speed. He's going to try and drop our turn meter now, which Stone Skin does block. He's going to try and do some type of like steal, I guess, which is fine with me. And then we let him do his stuff. So he's got a single target. Tried taking the Stone Skin off UDK. Okay, he's done his stuff. So we're going to flip with Embrace. Embrace is our lovely nuker. We played A3. Everyone can access Embrace as long as you're doing Chimera. So we do take out Arbiter, which is pretty nice to see. Would like a bit more damage on the Empress, but it's fine. We're able to play our Duchess now, which will drop the block boss. Block boss will stop me being crowd controlled against other champions. We'll take out this dude because he has crowd control and block revive, etc. And we basically want to give ourselves as much of advantage as possible. Again, if Duchess dies, it's not too bad because they will have a way of living through type of swipe ability. So, for example, Duchess can revive people, UDK is a meat shield, someone can self revive, and then Empress has a self revive passive as well. Duchess can be replaced with any reviver that you can make tanky and ideally put in Stone Skin as well. So, we're going to go into fight 2 and we'll try and change it up a little bit for the video and see what we can do. Alright then, so we have fight number 2, we have a level 93. He'll also get first pick, so we'll see what he can do. He's at 45 points, we're at 81, which is pretty solid. So he's going to take his first champion, and then we're going to try and adapt and counter whatever he's doing, and try and make it work in our situation. So he's also going to take Arbiter, which just kind of stop us taking go second. So again, we'll take Songwon and we'll take Empress. Now you want to take Empress in the lead on higher turn rotation because it's passive on second form. The way he'll take the damage, kill their nuker if there's like no stone skin or block damage or whatever, and then kill their nuker. So as long as he's in ahead of like Songwon, he will take the damage, kill the nuker, which then doesn't kill Songwon, and anyone behind Empress will be protected by Empress as long as he's informed too. That is with his passive ability. That's really nice to kind of see about that with Empress, which is great to see. So obviously we take our nukers. They can't take their nukers. We'll take these nukers that we want to run, right? So we know that we have Speedor in all battles. We're going to take Fabian again. And this time we're going to try and take Sifi because we know Sifi might be fast and ideally win the speed race. But UDK and Song a very strong strategy to throw in. So you can see here has a nice, which is a good counter to Song. So I'm actually going to throw in the UDK because Nice has a block revive on form 1 on the A3, which is a single target hit, and the UDK will counter that to stop the Songwon being block revive. Does have a strip champion in here, etc. So we can actually, I will actually go ahead and ban the Nice because the Nice is a very, very powerful mythical, and they will play at our advantage like this. So you can see here, now that we lose our CC champion, that does impact us a little bit because we have speed, but we'll still have like increased defense, etc. when we get a chance to take a turn. Again, the Songwon and the Songwon and UDK are very powerful together. So as long as we don't lose our stone skin on him, we have a shot at winning this. So you can see we're actually faster, but he's going to cut in, right? Because we've got no CC or anything like that. So that's fine with us. And we'll see what we can do. Now 4 is a very good champion as well. And he's going to go for a strip because he's got 50-50 check on this one, and he's got 50-50 on the stone skin here, plus whatever. But we can play block revive on the Empress, which is going to be super powerful. So you can see there, he didn't do much, which is great for us. We'll play A3 because that will increase our damage. And then we'll play this. Okay, so he's lost his nuka. He gets now revived. And again, you can see that we won the fight, right? So that's 2 in a row. And that was a speed comp in some situation, which is great to see. So again, we're going to find fight number 3 and do the same situation again. Okay then, so we're in another fight. We have actually got the first pick this time. So I decided to cut some of the stuff out to make this video a bit more slick. We're going to start off with Empress in the lead because Empress is probably our best nuker. Then we're going to bring in Songwon and Fabian, I guess. I think would be the great picks. He's got Marius here, which is another free champion you can get through missions, right? Marius is a very strong champion as well. He's very great against a lot of these champions that we're using. We have Lazarius and Harima as well, which is great to see. So I'll drop in Duchess. Actually, we're going to go full speed this time. So we're going to go Arbiter, and we're going to go Sifi here. So this is our fascist champions. We have 2 speed auras, we have 2 nukers, and then we have 2 Tummy Taboo champions. Again, if he bans one, we can still do quite well against the rest. So this is what we're ideally trying to do. He's going to bring Duchess. We're going to ban Armads because Armads is very strong. And then we'll see what he'll bring here. So we'll see and who he bans. We've got 3 speed leads in here, which is pretty fine. We're going to pick Arbiter because Arbiter has the best speed lead. And that's fine for him to do that. We've got to deal with some bits and bobs. But again, we're looking to try and get much. Now, Harima is a good counter to Sung Wong because of passive ability. So we're obviously going to go first this time. We're going to do the increase attack. We're going to use A3 here, which I don't think is fully built, but we have a chance to strip the stone skin. So we are very successful in stripping the stone skin, so that helps us to try and win the fight. And then we're actually going to play the A2 on Duchess here to see if we can take him out. We don't because of the passive from Harima, which is fine. Duchess also has a damage mitigation as well. So I'll do what we can. We'll play the A2 on Arbiter to try and reduce his buffs. Now we just need to see the fear go in our favor. Okay, so the fear doesn't actually go in our favor for Marius, which is fine overall. So if the fear proc there, we probably would have won the fight, but the fear didn't proc, so it's what it is. Okay then, so this time we're doing this fight, so we're gonna face this champion. So he's gonna pick Arbiter and Freya. This time we're gonna pick Song Wong again, and we will pick Duchess as a reviver. I'm really liking the synergy between the 3 champions. So I don't want to pick UDK too early because they'll start taking counters to UDK, which is basically AoE damage. So UDK does really well against single target damage, but it doesn't do that well against AoE. He can still offer you shields and stuff as well, which is quite useful, and they can be really impactful against like Sifi, etc. as well. So we'll see what champions he picks. He's going to bring in a mythical, unfortunately. So we're going to bring in UDK, and then we'll see potentially here we need another type of CC champion. So I think we'll potentially bring in Mortu Macabre this time, because Mortu Macabre would be actually quite good against Star Sage because he has AoE damage. So we'll do what we can here. And we do have affinity against Nishak. Nishak's a great champion, bomb champion. Wrong blessing, but you know, that's fine. And he's got one of the most powerful mythicals in the game. So Star Sage is a great mythical. Let's see what else he brings. He's also going to bring in another mythical. Okay. Interesting set of champions. We're actually going to ban the Odin because, again, I'm a bit worried about him locking out our team because he could be quite effective. He's going to ban Duchess, but he does let in our UDK and some Wong strategy, right? So we'll see what we can do here. He's going to be able to kill me very fast for Embrace, unfortunately, because of the bombs, unfortunately. So he's going to go first in this. He's probably going to use accuracy up here. Ideally, we want him to stay in form 2. And we have got weak affinity, so maybe we can get that in a favor. No. We just land the bombs on everyone, so it's very successful there. Okay, so everyone's going to die. Someone's going to stay there to offer us something. So we'll see what we can do. There's AoE. We'll bring the shields in, quite useful. Obviously, everyone's on cooldown now, so we can see here we have our passive. So we'll band Nish. We'll go for the block revive on Nishak, which is nice. He must have. So what he done? He's a weak hit on Mortimer for A2, right? So the mythical Hive Lord did quite a bit of damage there. We're still in this fight, so we'll see what we can do. We'll wait for him to take his turns. He's gonna have to be very patient. Okay, he played that, nice. We still have all our abilities. We can actually play decrease attack and fear here to try and to reduce the damage that we receive. So he's attack base Nuka in form 1. His get lens off, unfortunately. We're gonna do the surplus damage now, and we wanted to do it on the squishiest champion, which is not weak affinity. So Hive Lord is strong affinity to someone. So we're gonna aim for Arbiter because you know that she's gonna be built for speed. And then we just want to try and put them on the back legs, really. So you can see here we destroyed some HP, and that's due to our blessing on Sungwon. So again, we'll take him back down. Now he's on cooldown, so we now got the advantage, right, with them because he's on cooldown for lockdown. There's not much he can really do, and his passive was also on cooldown as well. So we've been able to take the win here, which is pretty good. It's a solid team that we beat, and we really deserve to win in this fight. So we're going to do one more for the video, and I think that's about it. I'll show you all the builds again towards end of this video. All right, then, so we're facing this next opponent. So again, we'll come in with our 2 picks. So again, we're going to go Empress, we're going to go Sungwon, because I'm liking the synergy between the champions. Empress stripping the stone skin is very powerful for us as well. So you can see here, it actually takes Duchess and Fabian, which is a little bit of a frustration for us because we obviously wanted them champions. We do favor them. So we're actually going to pick UDK and we're going to pick Freya as well because Freya's get good against AoE damage dealers and UDK is very good against single target damage dealers. And then we'll see what he will pick as last 2. Ideally, he's picking 2 nukers. So this is going to be, again, some type of strategy that we'll work on. Freya is very good for go second and go first if built correctly. There's many ways of building Freya on her. I should definitely do a general guide on her one day to like build her in many different ways so you can kind of compare. So we'll wait on the opponents to take his last 2 picks and then we'll try our best to counter him with our last 2 picks as well. So we'll just wait. He's gone with Queen of Hearts and he's gone with, yeah, so he's only got 1 nuker, which is fine with me. I'm actually going to bring in, I'm going to bring in Mortimer actually because Queen of Hearts has the AoE. And then we have to deal with Fabian as well. He's only brought in 1 nuker, so we're going to ban the nuker. And then we'll try our luck with 3 nukers, right? So we'll see what he'll bring here, because Queen of Hearts is going to basically set off Mortimer passive a lot. He does ban the Sun Wong, unfortunately, which is bad news for us, but great news for him. Because the duo is very powerful, right? So, again, Lockout doesn't actually do much against Mortimer. So we'll see what is what. And then Lockout don't really do much against Empress as well because he's mythical, right? So we can play around this pretty nicely. So his only damage dealer really source damage right now is to crowd control us, which is a method a lot of people do try to use in early game. I don't really recommend it. So we'll see what we can do here. So we actually counter Fabian's ability to petrify us, right? Because of the UDK, which is quite nice. So we ideally want to leave Queen of Hearts alive because we want her to do her stuff. We want her to do her AoE damage basically. There's not much we can do against Fabian. So we do have the block revive on Empress as well, which would be quite nice. So again, we'll try and get blocked there. Okay, fear procs, that's fine. We are looking pretty good. Again, you can see you try and kill the Empress. Empress can self-revive as well, which is pretty nice. Okay, so that procs for us again. We've been a little bit lucky on fears. True fear is a 50% chance to proc. Can be quite frustrating. So let's see. I'm actually going to go for the Queen of Hearts now because the fear is doing some work. Again, let's see. Okay. A little bit lucky. Being a little bit lucky. Okay. Opta gets provoked by UDK, that's great. The longer that this goes on, the more more damage Opta takes from the stuff as well. So that's a great win. That's well deserved overall. Mortu didn't do much, but Mortu it's just in here, right, for his passive, which is great against Lockout in early game. Still a very viable pick. And you know the best bit about him? He just needs masteries and stone skin. He doesn't need much to actually build, right? So you don't need books for him, which is great because you're mainly using him for his passive ability. You can be using other areas as well, so he's definitely worth booking in long term. So I guess that's it for the fights. Let me show you the stuff. So again, we did lose 2 fights today. Everything else we did win, which is great. And again, we'll share the builds as well. So see what we can do here. So we got Empress in our lethal and stone skin build. Very average stats. So we've got good speed, 100% critical rate, which is important. And then whatever critical damage and HP we can get. No accuracy required because we're wanting to ignore as much as target defense as possible with Empress A2. We've got Wand of Submissive for Relic. And then ideally you want all his areas booked as well, Form 1 and Form 2. His Form 2 is booked, right? So you can see here Form 2 is booked. Then we have Freya as well. Freya is just built in a speed comp, so reasonable defense and HP speed as well. So she can go fast, give us extra turn meter and cleanse, etc. That's generally her role. But again, she can fit in, go second and go first. One is submissive as well. One can be a bit better. Again, masteries can be a bit better, but we didn't really. We use her in other areas, right? So we need them to be flexible. Then we don't actually use Alice today. We did use Seafees. Let me show you Seafees gear again. Just built with speed. That's about it. We want it to be fast. So use the fastest champion on this account. Not the fastest champions, but we will work on that. And then these are the masteries and relic. Someone which is probably a star of the show today. He's in Savage Set. If you can't get Savage Set, that's fine. Depending on your gear, all you want to focus on is on good attack, reasonable speed, good critical damage, 100% critical rate, because otherwise you won't do enough damage and you'll find that you'll just be really inconsistent with damage. And then again, you got a epic relic here as well. And then for me, Life Harvest is the way to go for him on for arena because you get extra 10 meter when the opponents revive, which is great to see. And these are the masteries. And then for Duchess, we have the 6-piece stone skin again, just trying to make it tanky as possible with reasonable speed. Try go 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, depending on where you are in the game and how good your gear is. But ideally, the faster you can go as more tanky, the better way to go. I spoke of Cyril for the relic there, which is great. As a free-to-play, he does put a lot of effort in. You can see here we're actually missing Amulet for Stone Skin. So he'll keep an eye on this for here and he'll actually put this on. But again, reasonable stats with the critical damage. no speed needed, and then just HP. So we want critical rate, critical damage, and HP. 6 stone skin. All right, that's it. Right, you can go reaction as well. We're actually using extra damage as well for the relic. No books required. He ignores 100% defense, so it's better to go with flawless execution and then ham smasher because of pure damage. Again, not probably the best masteries, but it's fine. Then we've got Fabian, which Fabian's just built in speed, made sword speed tuned, and then we have enough accuracy. So you want minimum 500 accuracy. That's possible. Ideally, he's in 4-piece stone skin as well, but again, it depends on people's gear, and that's more for a more in game you get, etc. So that would be better. Then I guess we'll show you the UDK. So for me, these are the masteries take a UDK. This is the relic, which is again that you can use Aspect of Self as well on him. So just give it extra resistance, and then 6-piece stone skin. So we focus on defense, HP, the resistance that you can get as slow as possible. So he keeps his stone skin as long as possible. Lightning Cage is really, really important on him because Embrace can strip stone skin. So Lightning Cage kind of counter Embrace's strip on against stone skin. It's called a transfer. It's not really a strip, right? So just be aware of that as well. I guess that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I feel like this is a very detailed video on how to build arena teams. Again, going a bit more in depth on how to build teams in yesterday's video, which will be down in the comments. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this type of content. Again, if you want any help or anything like that as well, a Discord link is in there where we have an active community as well, helping everyone there. So there's a lot of good players from Arena and PvSE content as well. As usual, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you next one. Take care. Peace.